Just to precise, the tribunal will be launched next week in Luxembourg, where there is a meeting of the Council of Ministers of the Council of Europe, where the Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs will make the official demand. We are here today, and for me it was difficult because we have Ursula von der Leyen, we have Antonio Costa and Roberta Metsola today in Luxembourg to celebrate the Schumann's Declaration, and the house of birth of Robert Schuman is in Luxembourg. But I was here last week. But my Ukrainian colleague told me how important it was for them to have also a strong presence today here in Lviv. And so I told to Ursula, to Antonio and to Roberta that I wanted to celebrate Europe and this peace project. I grew up here in Ukraine with our colleagues. So that's the reason why I'm here and not in Luxembourg, where I should be also. But I can't split in two.
Sorry, just one question. How can you explain, or how can you comment on the fact that the United States have stepped back regarding the tribunal, whether it will somehow spoil the whole issue, or?
I think the tribunal is an initiative of the Council of Europe. So the United States are for the moment not member of the Council of Europe, and I think this will be geographical more complicated. So this is an initiative we take together. I hope will be decided next week in Luxembourg, where we have the ministerial meeting with the presence, and Andrei Sibia is invited to be there, and also to give officially the documents for the creation of this tribunal. I was Prime Minister when we decided in Iceland to start all the launch and also to register and everything. So this was an important step. And the United States, it might be strange what I would tell you, but I think that after the meeting in Rome, so maybe the first post-mortem miracle of Pope Franciscus, the states are more have less trust to the Russians, and I think this is an important step. That also President Trump learned that Russian parole is not what's happening on the ground, and so it's an important step.
So do you believe that we have politicians who will to create this tribunal now? Because there was like 3 years without this tribunal, and there was all discussions and so on, and now there is like some final steps that Kaja Kallas talked about. Do you believe that we have this politician will?
I think there is a political will, and I think it's important also to have arguments on Ukrainian side. When there will be discussions afterwards, they need to have also arguments where they could put on the table to say, this is something we have to know, that this is on our side. And so everything we can support also the Ukrainian side is important. And I think this creation shows also the solidarity of the international community to Ukraine.
Voilà. So do you feel that generally the creation of the special tribunal may somehow influence the negotiation process?
I see that for the moment, President Putin is listening to no one. So court or not court, I saw that he was welcome also in some countries, which are member of the international rule that we have, so they don't fulfill afterwards what they signed. But it's not the fact that it will put pressure or not. It's important on the Ukrainian side to have more forces, and this will help Ukrainians. So that's the reason why we are here, and I hope that in Luxembourg next week we will decide to have it. Every positive point and strength for Ukrainians is important in these difficult times. And now that Fizio is there, just a colleague of you asked me, Russian, in our history, if we look, and we shouldn't change the history, Russian was sometimes also on the right side on history. We shouldn't change. But the ones supporting today Russia by being on the red square may want to rewrite the history. And for the moment we have one aggressor, it's Russia. It's not Ukraine. So to be there is supporting Russia's behavior today. And we shouldn't rewrite what's happening now. The history is one thing, but the present, we can't rewrite it. And for the moment, it's just one aggressor, and it's Russia with some proxies supporting them. And we have one victim, it's Ukraine today, and we don't know who could be the next victim tomorrow. So it's important to be solidar and to be here today. Okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.